back to my YouTube channel. We're gonna do some gizzada. So these are the ingredients that I'm gonna use. We got our plain flour, that's 4 cups of plain flour. We got our salt, that's 1.5 teaspoon of salt, or you could just use 1. Depends on how you want it. We got a nutmeg. We have our coconut. I grated my coconut from overnight, and I freeze it, and then yeah. And we got our light brown sugar for the coconut, and we have a butter. First, we have a butter, and then I put my salt into the flour, mix it up in the flour, and then I'm gonna swift the flour into the butter like this. For this bit, make sure your hands are really clean and nice because you have to get in there. So I'm gonna rub the butter and the flour with my hands like this. Make sure the butter is rubbed out properly into the flour to make the dough. Then I'm gonna add my ice water to the mixture. The butter and the flour and the salt all mixed out. As you can see, that's all mixed out. Now we're gonna make a little hole. Usually you put this on the counter, but I don't want to do that, so I'm gonna make a little hole in there. Make a little hole in my mixture like that. Make a little hole. Make a little hole in my mixture like that. Then I'm gonna use ice water. I'm gonna pour a little in the ice water, and we're just gonna take our fingers and like try and gather it together like this, and then we're gonna repeat that same pattern until it all comes together. Remember, you don't need it, just like make a little hole until it comes together. There you have it, guys, all done. I didn't really need it. I pour a hole in the middle, and then I pour water in it every time, and I use my finger to gather up the rest of the flour and get it like this. This is how I did it. I didn't put it on the counter because that's all messy, and yeah, that's how I did it. Now I'm going to take my thing, take this, and then I'm gonna wrap this up, rest in the fridge for 30 minutes. I'm gonna let it rest in the fridge. In the meantime, the dough is in the fridge. I'm gonna be doing the coconut. I'm gonna heat it up on the stove. So I have 1 cup of sugar. That's light brown sugar, soft brown sugar, and we have 2 teaspoons of nutmeg, and we have 1 grated coconut. So I'm gonna be eat this up on the stove on a low heat, and yeah, I'll be back in a bit. This is how it look, and the stove is on a low heat. I have an electrical stove, so it's a bit different from any other stove you might use. This is how it is. So I'm gonna mix it all together into it. And remember to use plain flour, not self-raising flour, because then it won't come out as lovely as you want it. So this is how it looks. So I'm gonna cook this up now. And yeah, I'll be back in a bit to show you how I made the pastry and how I filled it. So stay tuned. Guys, that's all done. I took the dough out of the fridge. Now I cut it up in a small bowl, and now I put some flour on the surface, and now I'm gonna rub it out. Now I put make sure you put flour on the rolling pin so you can rub it out properly. So I'm gonna roll this out roll it out properly. I'm gonna take a cup, small little cup, and make a hole. I'm gonna make the hole, so I dip my hand in some water, take the edge of it, and then I use my finger and pin it. Just pin it so that the coconut will stay. So you turn it around and pinch it like this. Use your index finger, is that index finger? Yeah, index finger. And pinch it just like that. All around. And then you use a lifter and you lift it, you put it into what you're gonna do, and then you're gonna take a coconut like this, and then you're gonna just like this, and then you're gonna fill it, and then you're gonna use the back of the spoon to press it down like this. So yeah, that's how you do it. I'm gonna show you one more time. So I use my finger and dip my hand in the water a little bit, and then I press it and press it. Some of them might not be perfect, but at least you give it a go. So you press it with your finger. These are so small, guys, really small. I didn't do a lot because it's not everyone in my house actually eat Gizzada, even though they're Jamaican. But so I put this in here, and then I'm gonna fill them later. I put it into what I'm doing. I'm gonna refill it later. So I did this one more time. I used to watch my grandmother do this when I was young. I just sit down. I used to just sit down in the kitchen and just watch her bake and cook all the time. So I'll do the rest of these off camera, and then I will get back to you and show you how it comes out. Hopefully it's perfect, or almost perfect, because you know nothing is perfect at this point. So yeah, yeah, what I forgot to say is that when you're making it and you put them in the tray to bake, make sure they're not too close together, because then it will overlap and it won't bake properly. So make sure they're all spaced out. And yeah, I'm gonna do the rest of these because there's a lot to do. And these are the coconut that I cooked up, and this is how it turns out. So all the sugar it's melted and coconut are melted together, and that's how you want it to look. So I did not add no water to it. Remember, don't add any water to it. And yeah, that's how it is. And now I'm gonna do the rest of these, and I'm gonna put them in the oven. I put the oven to 150 degrees, and yeah, I'll be back and show you how it turns out. And yeah, stay happy. Hope you like this video, and I hope I hope it helped you to know how to do gizzada. If that's something that you fancy having, like after you eat your dinner or anything like that, then you can make it and eat it, because it's really nice. And yeah, so stay tuned, and I will show you the finishing touch very soon. Peace. Guys, these are the finishing touches. I made them really small. As you can see, they're really small and nice. Yeah, so like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, bye. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time I post a video. Okay, bye. Peace.